I'm just gonna try to keep it short. I don't know what's gonna happen with my housing situation, but I hope it happens soon. I'm just gonna say this for anybody who lives in an HOA: you own that no more than I own this apartment. I mean, you don't. You're just paying more rent to run a house that's 2 or 3 bedrooms and 2 stories in a gated community. You rent that about as much as I rent this apartment. Because if you owned it, you wouldn't get cited by the HOA for putting a purple swing set in your backyard, or heaven forbid, they cite you for putting in a wheelchair ramp. Or putting an antenna on top of your house, which you can legally do according to the FCC. Oh, and that wheelchair ramp, that's the law. You can legally put in a wheelchair ramp on a structure. That's a federal mandate for construction. You have to have accessibility. And I never saw anything else about that case but the fact that a family got sued for putting in a wheelchair ramp in an HOA property when they had a son in the wheelchair. And I thought the one was even stupider was the HOA suing the woman who didn't water her grass when the city they live in had put water restrictions in place. The city and state that place was, I don't know where that was, but if that woman didn't have a cousin or whatever that was a lawyer, she would have went to jail for violating it, for not paying her HOA fees over a county-wide water restriction ban. I can't believe the judge even let them even go through that with court. He lived in that same county. He didn't know about the water ban. Why was he even representing this? He should have threw that case out. And he should have threw those HOA Karens out on their heads. I just don't get it. About the HOAs, why would you want to live in that kind of dump? Where some 60-year-old fart or whatever tells you to do things against county ordinance like that. Or it says, oh, you live in the HOA, but oh, you can't have your monster diesel truck that you use to work your construction job inside our gates. We can't have that here. It's too noisy. You know, I just don't understand that where they're allowed to operate like that, because they're not a governing body. They're not the U.S. government. They're not the state law enforcement. And some of the crap they put on those people is just stupid. Oh, like, oh, your grass is 2 inches too high. We're going to cite you for that. Oh, you didn't water your grass, but oh, there's a county water ordinance. Oh, you put in a wheelchair up because your son's in a wheelchair. Oh, we're going to fine you for that. And the fact that people have to go to court and sue for these basic legal rights under the federal government in these stupid communities. I would have if my brother didn't live in one. I just feel sorry for him. HOA fees go up every year for him. And I think HOA should stand for assholes originally from hell. Yeah, that's a good acronym for those guys. HOA. I got it backwards, but whatever. I got it backwards. I'm dyslexic, but I mean, it sounds like they're from hell. I saw another bunch of videos about women paying money, putting their rent money down on concerts for some NBA guy, rapper dude that's new to the business. I don't know. I don't keep up with rap music. But then another one that did something with a Chris Brown concert that was similar. And then when her husband found out about the Chris Brown concert, he threw her out because she was like making out with Chris Brown or whatever. Like I said, I don't know anything about rap music. I think that's what those guys sing, but I don't. I just don't get. I mean, every time I see one of these videos about these situations with these women getting evicted, paying their money and other things, and they're always African American women doing this stuff. The only thing I've seen white women is they feed their kids too much junk food and candy when it comes to this stuff. I've seen a few white women saying they got evicted or whatever, but as someone going through housing stuff twice in my life, because of my handicaps and disabilities, but I pay my rent. I just deal with butthole landlords. I just don't get these females. I just don't get them. You don't pay your rent, you don't pay your car payment, and you want the internet to pay it for you. And you buy things excuse me. And most of these women, I think the women are younger than me. I know I'm in my 40s. But I don't know the ages of most of these women, but just the fact that I got a fixed income, negative $40 overdraft right now as we speak, because I order water, I order groceries, I pay my bills. I have no money to build savings because of my financial limit of $1,000 a month. But the one thing this idiot landlord can't say is I'm not paying her, despite her disrespectful, crappy attitude. I got a bill due next month from this same complex. Like I said, right hand on left, left hand is doing. But man, what is it with these women that have 10 kids, 11 kids, 8 kids, different fathers every time? Who is getting these girls knocked up? Who are the sperm donors to these bimbos? Like who are the men that are donating to the stupidity fund? I mean, are these guys as stupid as, these guys are probably stupid as they are, but I mean, I've seen like a few things with white girls, but most stuff with the white girls is like they lost their job or, something that makes more sense, I guess. The African American women aren't even, like, they're just making completely stupid decisions. With the white girls, more like they said something stupid on the internet and they got them fired from their job. So it's like the African American girls are completely financially irresponsible, by paying for stuff that isn't necessities. And then the white girls can't get their mouth shut and that gets them fired. And they lose their house. But why do we have so many single mothers out there anyway? Where are the men that fathered these children? Where are you guys? Where's your child support check? Where's your weekend visitation with your kid that you're supposed to take and teach them how to throw a curveball or something? I just don't get it. These people, I'm mentally challenged, schizophrenic, dyslexic, asthmatic, walk with a cane, I have glasses, can't drive, and I'm more responsible than these idiots that are being allowed to procreate. I can't even get a shot at Procreate. I can't even get a girl's phone number, let alone, I don't know, a chance to go to Popeyes with her or something. Don't use that at random, something like that. I can't even get that. And these idiots having the next generation are completely more mentally deranged than I am. I don't get it. Why do we let stupid people reproduce? Like I said, the black women go blow their money on things they can't afford, like luxuries, like concerts, Mercedes, other stupid crap. And then the white girls lose their job because they act like idiots and post it on social media. And all these women supposedly have children they're supposed to be providing for. Where are the fathers to come take custody of these children away from these bimbos they knocked up? These girls are bimbos. I mean, I swear, the white girls can't shut their mouth. That costs them their financial stability. And then the black girls can't put their money where it's supposed to go. To their rent, to their groceries, to their, whatever. Like, going to the concert, that's important. Paying my hairdresser, that's important. Make sure we have groceries in the home. We don't need to eat. Make sure the lights are on. We don't need that. So like, I can see why I think it's supposed to be traditionally that men are supposed to rule. And I'm not sounding it to sound sexist. And I know there are some women out there that are single mothers that, because the father's a crackhead or whatever. He's not. If he was in the picture, things wouldn't be any better or any worse. I'm just saying what I see online. White girls can't quit running their mouth and getting fired because they won't shut up and saying stupid stuff on the internet. And black girls just don't want to pay their bills. And all you guys out there that are getting these girls pregnant, I really think we literally have a bastard army in the United States. I really think our next enrollment of the military, or current enrollment of the military, is going to be a bunch of bastards from a bunch of one-night stands. So we're literally going to have an army full of bastards walking around, and if we don't already, like Marines, Air Force, it's all going to be composed of bastards. Bastards from one-night stands out of nightclubs, out of these sluts. That's our next generation of fighting men and women. A bunch of illegitimate bastards that came out of a bunch of sluts and tramps that some guy met on Tinder or whatever. Come on, guys. We're supposed to care for the females. We're supposed to guide them. We're supposed to protect them. This is not guiding and protecting them. This is using them and losing them. I just don't get it. Well, I'm going to end this video with that. I don't get these people's behavior. So I guess and like I said, I don't know what's going on in the military. I know they hire fat people in the military now. But that fat person I saw, that fat Marine or whatever, she's probably a bastard. Hell, who knows? Our entire military might be made out of bastards from one-night stands at this point. I mean, where is the FBI? Well, that might be why some people are so stupid. Yeah, we probably have a bastard military now. Just imagine a bunch of bastards walking around in uniform with guns. Stupid, uneducated, mentally stunted because their mother didn't give them proper nutrition. Wow. And I'm not saying that disrespect the military. I'm just saying what's probably in there now. All these bastards that come out of all these whores. And these sluts. And these guys that met them for one-night stands and never paid a single bit of child support. Taught the kid how to throw a fishing line or catch a baseball or any of that stuff. Great. It's all it's over. We don't have enough people. Every time I see one of those, and I see the word saying they got 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, I'm like, where the hell are you getting your numbers? You got this black chick who's basically churning the platoon out over here in this one-bedroom apartment. You got this white chick doing the same thing. How do we not have enough people if you got these women generating entire football teams in a one-bedroom apartment from a one-night stand at a club every 9 months? So how do we not have enough people when you have the bastard army producers? Instead of attack of the clones, should be attack of the bastards. And no disrespect for these people that were raised by a whore or a slut or a deadbeat dad. Not your fault. Your parents were stupid. But when I saw the fat Marine, I was like, yeah, now I know they're desperate. They got fat Marines in there. Fat gay Marines too. I thought the whole point of joining the service was to be physically fit, not fat. Oh, this shows that. Well, that's right. Well, I mean, we got those fighter jets, those small cockpits. So does that mean they have to like anorexic the soldier to get in the fighter cockpit in the Navy? Or maybe they give them stuff so bad that it has X-Locks in it so they could sum down so their fat butt could fit in the plane. Because everything I hear about fat people is they can't fit in planes very well. So what did the Navy do with a bunch of fat sailors? I mean, because I heard fat people can't fit on planes very well. What do? They charge them more for every fat person that they put on. Like, how do they do that? They charge more for airline fuel for the C-130 Hercules to carry all the fat soldiers around? Swear. You know what? If kids got out and exercised and played at the yard, we would have all these fat asses. I'll say that is the truth. Because I went down to the store. There was his father there with his kids. He was on his lunch break or whatever with his 2 children. And they were running up and down the parking lot in front of the store at the Publix, little like snack area they had or whatever, break area outside. These kids are running back and forth. I look at them. I said, if more kids got to play outside like yours, we wouldn't have childhood obesity. And he said, you're right, we wouldn't. That's why he makes his kids play outside. And, this is the truth. If they let kids go play in the dirt and climb trees and do things athletic, we wouldn't have a bunch of fat kids because they get exercise. I mean, yeah, the food's gotten more instant over the years, but again, people exercised. The reason I know food was more scarce back in the old days, but again, if you notice, most of the fat people are young people. Because young people don't want to get off their fat ass. I don't think they should give old, fat people mobility scooters. I think they should give them treadmills and then put like what is that popular candy bar? We used to put a Reese's cup at the end of it and say, come on, fatty, here's a carrot on a stick. Come on, fatty, chase the carrot on a stick, fatty. That's what I think we ought to do. No EBT cards to overweight people, treadmills, and a candy bar hanging over a stick over their head to get them to try to, run. Same thing with Disney adults. Instead of the scooter, say they can get to, if they can get to all the first one to get to the all-you-can-eat buffet, can have as much as they want as long as they get there on their own legs. That'd be a nice event for Disney. A fat 500-yard dash to the nearest buffet. That'd be great TikTok content, Disney.